Hello and happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee from CreativeLeeYours.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' demonstrator in the US. So happy 4th of July as well. So it is Tuesday, July 4th in the US. And normally I'm with you live on a Tuesday for our paper crafting fun together, but today's video is pre-recorded. Don't want to miss my time with you guys, right? We have so much fun. We make great projects, and I'd hate to miss out. But since it is a holiday in the US, I am off playing a little bit with the fam. So we are having a lake day. So anyway, here we go. So what are we going to do today? So today we're going to use some products from the Earthen Textures product suite. So this is the suite that this month's all-star video class tutorial bundle is on. So you can earn that bundle of tutorials from me for free with a $50 or more online order, or you can reach out to me and I can help you order if you need some help with that. So you can get it for free, or you can purchase it for $15, but get it for free, right? Free with a purchase. Love that. Love that. So we're going to showcase a couple of those products. I do have a sneak peek behind me. You can see a few more projects from our upcoming Cultivated Creativity. It's our DIY paper crafting kit. It is a monthly subscription, but you can cancel anytime. So no worries about it being a subscription. The good thing about that is that then you don't have to register every month and you're not going to miss out on all the goodness, right? But you could cancel if you're not happy with it, cancel it. Maybe it doesn't speak to you. That's fine. But give it a try. It's lots and lots of fun. It's 5 projects, 4 cards, and 1 non-card. We say non-card because we want to have leeway to do whatever we want to. Sometimes it's a 3D, sometimes it's not. But all kinds of fun stuff there. So registration's going on now through July 20th. So don't miss out. We are featuring the Darling Details bundle for that one. All right, I'm going to switch my camera over and we're going to start playing, right? A little crafty fun. Perfect. There we go. So those are a couple of products from the Earthen Texture Suite. I think that's what it's called. Earthen Elegance Suite. So it's the Earthen Texture stamp set and coordinating dies. Lots of fun stuff here. And then we're going to pull in some of the fabulous designer series paper that goes in this suite as well today as we make our project. So what are we making? We are making this fun little thank you gifty. So this is actually a corner bookmark. So you've got the card front here, and then this pops off and is a nice little bookmark that your friend that you're gifting this to can use. So this is great for our friends that are readers, or really anybody that needs a little bookmark, right? I love this for my planner. I love this for my catalog, right? I'm always in my catalog doing different things. And I wanted to show you, I pulled this combination off using my color coach. So I looked at Pebbled Path and I picked Pebbled Path, Boho Blue, and Misty Moonlight. Now, of course, some of these colors, these two, are in the designer series paper. So this made it the easy choice for me to pick that combination. And I love it together. It's very masculine feeling, although it can be for anyone, right? So let me show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to slide this over. We're going to get started. Now, if you expand the video, I think you have to do show more, see more. I'm not exactly sure what the words are. You will see the complete supply list. So there's links. You can just click on the supplies that you need and add them to your shopping cart and order those items. And then there's also the cut dimensions for everything. So you can recreate this with the product you have at home as well. All right, so we've got our Pebbled Path layer, and then I'm bringing in a gray granite layer, and I've used these lovely, I don't know if you guys have played with this, timeless arrangements. These go together so well, these two. And I just cut this label right out of the center of my layer because you're not going to see it because we're going to cover it with this designer paper and the card on top. So I wanted to save a little paper. So just a nice handy trick to do. You could do that anytime you want to. So let's go ahead and get these layers adhered together. That's a pretty side too. So you could totally change these colors up. You could use other paper packs if you'd like. I just love the earthiness of this pack, right? It's very fall to me, but I think you can use it other times of the year. Obviously, I'm using it for summer, right in the middle of summer. All right, so that is going to be my foundation of my card. And then we're bringing in a piece of Misty Moonlight that I've scored in half. So I think this is 6.5 by 4.5, but definitely go by the measurements that I put in the video. And then I've scored it in the middle at 3.25. So we're going to go ahead and run my bone builder on that, give it a good crease. So this is actually going to be the part that opens, right? So let's go ahead and I think I'm going to do my inside piece first. So I've got a piece of Very Vanilla. And let's grab a scrap piece of paper. I think I have one down here. I do. Grab my scrap paper. Now you could do this with white or vanilla. I think either one would be nice. I'm going to pull in my Boho Blue ink. Let me just double check, make sure I'm in camera. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So I like to check that. And I'm going to ink up this lovely image here and just stamp this right down in that corner. Love it. Kind of brings some of the design to the inside, which we love to do. Sometimes we'll add some designer paper. Sometimes we'll do a little stamping. It's entirely up to you. And then we're going to add our sentiment and we're going to use Pebbled Path ink. So this one says your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. Now I'm having a hard time seeing. So I've got to pull this down a little bit. I cannot tell if I'm straight or not. So this could be really bad. Oh, not bad. I'll take it. Could have been much worse. Definitely could have been much worse. All right. So let's go ahead and get this layer adhered to the inside of our little card. Now you could even put a pocket inside if you wanted to also do a gift card. And here you could make this piece a little bit longer and have that front fold over. Perfect. And so that you create a pocket here on the front, you could slide a little gift card in there as well. You could also do this where it flips up. So you could do it there or over to the side and add it there as well. All right. Let's go ahead and adhere this down. Now I'm going to be a little excessive with my adhesive because this is the functioning part of the card. And let's get that right in there. I'm just trying to center it best I can. Great. All right. The hard part is over. No, it's not. We have more to do. It's not hard. None of it's hard. Okay. What we're going to do next is let's work on our little bookmark. You know what? I need my paper trimmer, I think. I'll be happier if I do it with my paper trimmer. Now you can score this. This is a 6x6 piece of paper. And I've done corner bookmarks many, many different ways. So the way I'm going to do it today is we're going to use this 6x6. And the reason I'm doing the whole piece is because I wanted to see this layer here, right on the inside as it's folded. And it's nice and sturdy. So you can pre-score this at 3 inches and 3 inches, or you can just fold it. I'm going to just fold it. Ooh, isn't that pretty too? I hate to cover that backside up, but we're going to, right? So I'm just going to fold this. I'm not going to pre-score it. We're just going to fold it. And maybe I won't bring in my paper trimmer. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't get that very straight. Let's see if I can straighten that out a little bit. Right. So I'm in half that direction, and then we're going to flip it and go in half in the other direction. So at 3 inches and 3 inches. Now I want to cut away one of these corners. So this is where you can use your scissors or you can use your paper trimmer. I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Bring this bad boy in. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm going to put this at 3 inches because I can't really see my score lines, right? I'm hoping I'm going to see them well enough. So I'm going to take this up so it matches that score line. So at that 3-inch line, nice. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I might come up to where I've cut already and cut that little quadrant out. Nice. We don't need this. That's for another project another day. Okay. I'm actually going to fold these the other direction. Okay. So on the front of my card, because I chose not to use brown, I don't really want the brown to show. So I'm going to fold this back. Okay, so this is the piece we didn't cut away. It's the centered square. We're going to fold that back. Okay, and that's actually going to be our part that slides over the corner, right? So these are going to fold in, and we're going to adhere those down. So this creates my pocket to slide on. Okay, makes sense? Hopefully it makes sense. So we're going to fold that down, and then let's just flip this one over and add some adhesive to this. And I'm going to put a little bit generous on my adhesive as well, because I don't want this to pop open. Okay. Now, if this is not nice and flat, just run your bone folder over it, get it to work itself out. And I'm going to tack this close. So you can use liquid glue, your Stampin' Seal. I'm going to put a little dimensional there. I want some height, but I don't want it to flop open. Okay, cute. Good deal. Now I've got a piece of Boho Blue. Because I don't want to see this, and I'm going to see this on the inside, I'm going to layer this on a skinny Boho Blue. So this finishes 3 by 3. That's 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. If you were unsure about that. And then we're just going to center this best that I can. It's never perfect, but it's okay, right? So centering that right on there. Nice? With me so far? I hope so. All right, next I'm going to cut out, right, actually I already did, cut out 2 circles. I did the largest circle from the Stylish Shapes die. You guys know these are my favorite all-time dies. I use these all the time. So that's in Pebbled Path, and then the second largest is in Vanilla. So we've got those, right? Perfect. So I want to adhere my Vanilla circle to the front of this, and I'm going to try to center it best that I can, right? It might not be perfect, and that's okay. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put some adhesive on the circle, and I'm not going all the way to the center. I'm going to put a little adhesive right there, so I get that edge as well. I want that tacked down really well, but I don't want to get adhesive in the wrong place. So let me set this down, and then I can kind of shift it a little bit. The one thing about liquid glue is that you can kind of move things around just a smidge when you place them down. All right, so there is my circle, and it's centered on there. Nice. I like that too. Next, let's pull in our Earthen Textures dies. And I've die cut this lovely piece here out of Boho Blue cardstock. I love that element. It looks like a nice fan. You can use it for lots of different things. Now I'm going to fold, or try to fold, just a little pinch on each of these little score lines. So this die does give you a little scored edge. You could use that just for the texture of it, but I'm going to fold this and actually have this pop up just a smidge. So we're just going to work our way around it. If you're having trouble folding it, you don't have to fold it, right? I just think, look how much more dimension you get when you fold that versus leaving that flat. Now, again, if you don't want it popped with this little extra dimension, don't do it, right? You can leave it flat and it will be fabulous. Now you could get a little more technical and get your bone folder out and give it nice good creases, but I'm not too worried about that right now. All right, cute. All right, let's go ahead and add some dimensionals to the back of this piece as well. Perfect. And you know what? I'm going to add, I should have done this earlier, but I did not. I'm going to add just a smidge of liquid glue to that tail. I'm not going to go all the way down because we're going to clip that away. Because I just want that to be secured to that circle without breaking off. Just don't want it to get all messed up. Okay. So I'm going to lay this, and I'm actually going to go up high on there, right? Give that a little push, and give that a little push. We're going to let that dry for a moment, okay? And then we'll do our next part. So we'll clip that off in a moment. Let's go ahead and slide this right on this corner here. And look how that just kind of falls right over that edge. I'm going to mess with this a little bit and see if I can make sure it's in as far as I can get it in for now, right? Because I want to lay this circle down, and I want it to be as centered as possible. It might not be perfect, right? And that's okay. So I'm going to lay that down. We're going to pop this back off if I can. I'm grabbing too many layers of cardstock. So it really looks like it's pretty darn close to the top, and it's all the way over to the edge to align that up the best that we can. But that's how I got that. A little bit of liquid glue. And we will plop that down. I'm going to go there. Okay. because every time I put this on, it's going to land in slightly different position, right? So this time it looks a little narrower. I'd really have to mess with it to try to get it on there nice and even again. You know, so I'm not going to worry about it. That's down. It's down and it's good. Got it? Okay. Let's go ahead and clip the end of this off. I think it's secure enough. And I don't want things to be too crazy. So I'm just going to angle clip this. I can hang off the vanilla a little bit, but I don't want it, because it's so skinny, I don't want it to just get all bent up, right? All right, so let's put this back on the corner. And again, you can mess with it and get it as tight on that corner as you want, or you can leave it a little loose. That's entirely up to you. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment next. So we've got Pebbled Path. This is super easy and a fun little gifty. All right, so I'm going to put thank you on here. We'll see. We'll see if this ends up anywhere near straight. Take that. A little messy, not too bad. Okay, and I want to adhere this to my card base, but I don't want to adhere it to my actual little bookmark, right? I'm sending this as a thank you to someone, but they don't need a bookmark that says thank you on it, right? They might, I don't know. And I want to make sure, normally I like to cross my layers like this, but because this is a fold, we don't want our layer going past that folded edge. So I want this to be placed so that it overlaps with this lovely little bookmark so that you can't really tell that's what it is. But I want to make sure that I'm not going too close to that edge. All right, so I'm placing dimensionals close together, but making sure I'm clearing the bookmark part, right? That vanilla circle is part of the bookmark, so I don't want that. And then I'm going to place my sentiment and making sure that I don't cross that layer. I could go down just a smidge. There we go. I don't have a lot of leeway to play with that because I already put the dimensionals down. Nice, right? All right, so let's finish this off with a little bit of our in color dots. What are they called? What's the official name? I call them in color dots. They are the 2023-2025 in color dots. Okay, so I've been calling them by the right name. And you can use any of the colors on here, I think. This paper has the Boho Blue, or well, it doesn't technically have Boho Blue, but boy, doesn't that match nicely? And then this copper clay would match some of the prints. The back side of what we adhered down is this lovely moody mauve. Now, I don't know that this would go unless you're using that as an accent color, but I'm going to actually use this Pebbled Path because I want them to kind of blend in just a bit. So I am going to put one up there, and then let's pop a couple right down here. Now, I want my bookmark to be fabulous on its own as well. So when I take this off, one dot seemed a little bit plain. So why not add a couple more? Right? Why not? We'll have this same little duo. Maybe I'll do this medium one since I have an extra. So now we've got a couple little dots there as well. So it's just a very pretty bookmark that they can use, right? So you got a little gift. Slide that back on, and it like slides right under that sentiment. How fun. Do you guys love this? I hope so. I hope you'll give this a try. Got our cute little inside as well. Yes? Perfect. Well, I hope you're doing something fun today. Crafting maybe is what you're doing. I know I will be doing some at some point today as well, but not until later this evening. So I hope everybody has a happy and safe 4th of July. I appreciate you coming to join me for a little bit of paper crafting fun. Don't forget, if you're loving the content that I'm sharing, give me a thumbs up, let me know, leave me a comment, and don't forget to share it with your crafty friends. I'd love for them to join us as well on our Tuesday fun, right? All right. And if you guys want to keep up with all my craziness and what I have going on, definitely subscribe to my email list. There will be a link in the video description that will have that information so you can join my email list so that you do not miss any of my fun events and any fun Stampin' Up promotions that are going on. Because I think we have bonus days starting later this week, right? So hopefully I will get that out to my email list soon. All right. Thank you all for joining me today. And I will see you again next Tuesday. All right. Bye for now.